Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Forgotten Gear Restorations. If you're hearing some noise out here, it's because I'm out here. I'm stepping away from the bench. I'm gonna go get some fresh air, pick up the little guys. But here's a big, massive update on that old 50's Valco Supro thing, the old Super 6. You know what I'm talking about. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, do the whole thing. It helps out the channel. And when you guys help out the channel, it helps me to help out less fortunate kids and musicians out there who just need a bit of a push, get their gear done. Bye. Alrighty, we're gonna switch gears. We have that black star on the back burner. Almost said black burner. No sleep. Partially because of this guy got me all fired up. No, but we're all good. So we are getting into this guy. Why not? And why not? And we have the tubes on order for that HT Club 40. So that's the next thing. Probably 4 business days away from an update on that one. They do maybe throw a Saturday in there. So technically I could use the Makita on this, but I'm not going to, just out of the principle of it. These fasteners look perfect. I just feel like I need to go manual on this. So pardon all the shaking camera mount stuff. At some point I'm going to move the mount off of this workbench, and then you guys won't have to get seasick whenever I'm filming. Alright. I was hoping it wasn't a broken baffle there. So yeah, kind of a busy day here. I'm really fortunate. And Joe McGraw, you had said that I'm fortunate because I've been able to work on a variety of really cool amps that may not be so prolific. You know, there's a lot of amps that come across this very bench here that are not common. You know, and yeah, man, I feel blessed and fortunate that I get to do this. But man, for you guys out there, and if you're like me and you've left the comfort of actually not comfort, but the purgatory that was the corporate world, and I may need to go back to that at some point, maybe sooner than later, and I'll still do this stuff. But just to take a risk on yourself in the face of criticism and somewhat crippling disbelief. I don't mean like a lack of belief in yourself. And there's that little driver there, the little Jensen. See if I can show it to you. Cute little guy. And then there's the issue with the speaker. You can probably see it's just both of these guys were just kind of twisted on. And look, dude, if you are a guy and you're not technical and you don't know jack about jack, then you're going to go to Home Depot and you're going to get some wire nuts, as the types that are sitting right here, and you're going to go through the same stuff that the prior owner or whoever in the chain of custody of this particular amp had gone through to get done what you need to get done. And you're just gonna. I did the same stuff when I was a kid, and I had my PV Rage 108 when I was in 8th grade. And I was taking my parents' stereo speakers, and I was doing the same stuff. I was going right through the terminal and just kind of twisting them on there because I didn't know any better. What are you gonna do? Nothing. So it looks like I have these two guys remaining. Let me get you away from my hairy hands. These 2 fasteners here, and then it looks like maybe these guys on either side. That's kind of what it's looking like. So why they chose to do this is beyond me, but they did. So we're just going to deal with it. And then it begs the question, is this going to fall? and it looks like at least the front side is sitting on top of a cleat. So let me be a little proactive and try to use the old noodle. And I'll find a nice spot on this chassis down here to gently place a clamp. But back to the corporate thing, or just the doing your own thing, I should say. It's terribly frightening to go out on your own and pursue something that you love, because this is just like the arts. It's just like it. Pardon me on that. It looks like they might have. Yeah, so this is going to need a full rewire. This is, wow, what is going on here? Where's the other end? Is that just completely broken? It looks like, oh wow, is this thing permanently on? Look at that. That's why it looked so odd. Look at that. It looks like I need to get some better lighting or my little readers to be able to check that out. Where are they? I don't know. But stand by for a moment. But it does look like that other terminal for the power switch, because that's what this is, had sheared off, and they just connected all the stuff there. So it looks like it's probably on full time. All right, so basically I just had a 30-minute philosophical dissertation about the decision point, where one would go from the corporate world and then start pursuing a dream. And then the landscape of competition and customer satisfaction and all that stuff, what hangs in the balance, the whole thing. The phone was not recording, so it lost to the sands of time. I'll never get that back. And probably best. So let me move this over. I'm just going to start snipping the things that are going to be replaced. The other terminal for this switch here on the back of the pot body, or actually the switch body, which just piggybacks onto the pot body there. All this, I'm going to snip all this stuff off. The other terminal had sheared off, and one of the guys who tried to repair has it wired permanently on since it's no longer switching. So I'm due to budgetary constraints. There's 2 holes drilled down here. One of them will receive the new power cord. The other is going to receive a standard Carling style switch. And it's going to be nice and low profile, so he won't accidentally touch it when he's going to power on, so it'll be good. You gotta love it. You just gotta love it. So you guys stand by. This may be about all the time I have to film today, and we'll just go with what we have. Bye. All right, let me walk you guys through this real quick. This will be one of those instances where the solution respects the player more than it respects the amp. And what do I mean by that? Well, we're not drilling new holes here, but we're working within budgetary constraints. A younger, hard-working dude. He's a dad of two little kids, and we're gonna do everything we can do to make this thing safe and enjoyable for him to play. Because if you're a dad, then you need stress relief, and that's what this is. So here's a solution. The power cord, you can see we had 2 existing holes in the chassis there. One is now occupied by what will be the power switch. And then the other is now occupied by, it's the same function for the power cord. We have a nice sturdy grommet going through the existing hole. I don't really have any more space to remount for to be able to install, pardon me, that cable clamp, or that strain relief clamp, pardon me. I did add a cable clamp here to the power transformer stud, the one that's over at the 4 o'clock position, right here in the shot. And then here's our new grounded power cord. You can see that I started dismantling the wiring terminations there for the power amp, and I was curious about this extra wire at the south end of that fuse holder body, and it's going to a lug on the socket, and then as it turns out, oh, that's how they're implementing the death cap. Well, this is how I implement the death cap in these amps. I do that. I'm gonna clean up the socket here, but this is just how that's gonna go. We're getting rid of that guy. Just so you know, this is all going away. Again, I will clean out this right there. That is not necessary any longer that we have this grounded power cord going in. And it's going to straighten things out. This looks to be a late 50s chassis. I need to look at the iron again, but just top of mind. And one thing I hate doing, and you might have heard me say this before, is I hate rewiring old sockets because they're always brittle. Sometimes you have to be very sure to clean them thoroughly. Otherwise, your solder will not bond regardless of what you use. And in doing so, you, again, endanger the already metal fatigue pins that have been sitting there for 75 years, 76 years, whatever. So I'm still, what am I going to do? I have a ton of sockets to spare. So if I need to transplant some pins, then I'll do so. But I want to clean up this bit of wiring just so we don't have a rat's nest in here. So I will shorten these leads that are going over to this socket here. And it looks like, yeah, we have, so the filament wiring is fine. It's the same as it was on the old Champs. It's not running off of the power cord, which is nice. So we don't have to worry about having a Widowmaker here in the chassis. So with everything out of the way, we're able to see things more clearly, and it looks less, let's just be honest, it looks less stressful, doesn't it? So we're gonna make some moves tonight. I need to cook. I would like to invite all y'all over to eat, because my kids are getting tired of the 7 or 8 things I cook all the time. You know, what are you going to do? That's more variety than I had growing up in Louisiana, where each day of the week had its own designation, you know. Oh, I love this. So this part of this is not actually soldered on. The guy took the tab of the fuse holder there, and he just bent it over the wire right here and captured the wire. That's how that's working. I'll fix that. And Jules, what I'm going to do for you, dude, if this pot is suspicious, and it just seems frozen. It's just frozen now. Unbelievable. I'm going to replace this pot. I have a 1 meg pot sitting here. I thought I might have to do that. That's going to go bye-bye. The tone pot looks okay. I can't forecast what's going to go on with it, but that's where we are. We're going to make sure we have a stable power amp first. Physically, the cap can that's here looks fine, but let's get real. It's not going to be fine. This thing will smoke. It's going to rupture at some point. I'll probably just power it on and test ripple just to see where we are. I'm probably going to gift you a cap can. I always pin underneath the comments that people's memberships go towards cases like this, and this is just a case in point. The proceeds that I get from memberships go towards helping folks out, just to push an amp like this. Hardworking folks that are just good people. And who am I to judge? But I know the guy. I'm gonna help him out. He's a strong family man. I'm gonna help the dude out. So, dude, I'm gonna take care of this cap can. I'm gonna take care of the cap can for you, and we'll just take it from there, my man. And if we deem that this cap can's not an ideal fit, then I've got so much space just to wire up a set of terminal strips, and we'll just take it from there, man. Honestly, what are we doing? So that's it for now. That's it for now, and I'm just kind of just flabbergasted by some of the home remedy repairs that I've seen on this amp, and I could just kind of work this wire out up here if I wanted to. But people do what they got to do, and there's no judgment. I'm going to trim the section that I started trailing off on and just going down this philosophical rabbit hole. You guys don't need to hear that. And that's it. I don't know when I'm going to get this video up. I need to get out of here. So I will touch base with you, Jules, and the rest of you goons and mutants out there. I hope this finds you well. You guys out there on the fence about doing good things, never be on the fence about doing good things, because it always comes back, and you don't do it because it comes back. You do it because it's the right thing to do, but just know that it always comes back. This life is short. This life is so short, and when you're young, you don't see the hourglass. You're playing in the sand. So life is too short to have beef with people out there, family especially. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. All right, Jules, what's up, buddy? Look at that power switch there. I like it. It's low profile. You're not going to accidentally zap yourself. So I do need to get some of the wires moved just a little bit just to improve the layout. You have your... I was able to repair the fuse holder solder tab there. We got your lamp sorted out so it's not in series. The way the other guy had it wired up. Where if the lamp went out, so did power to the rest of the amp. You have 2 new pots here. Probably say I cleaned up the wiring quite a bit, and I got a little special surprise for you. You're gonna get these old melty knobs back, but what do you think about these guys? By the way, I just test fit them. They look beautiful. Dress this old pup up. What do you say? All right, just testing through the 412 there. Don't mind me. Throw on 10, right? Yeah! addictive. Jules, I know you just heard that, buddy. How pumped are you right now? How grindy is that little guy, right? That's what, oh, by the way, 5751 in there. It's not even the 12AX7 that's supposed to be in there. So imagine what it's going to be like once you chuck one in there. It's going to be amazing. It's already beautiful. It's already beautiful. So enjoy the video update. I hope this finds you guys well out there. And I'll chat with you soon. Bye.